This video is designed to be a revision video, so it's going to be a fast-paced walkthrough. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section. In this video, I'm going to get a passing grade 4. Let's get straight into it. Here is a number line. What number is at X? So we can see that's 20, that's 25, 30, 35. Now we have a different number line. So that's -6 to 0. So that's going to be -6, -4, -2, 0. Match each expression on the left with a simplified expression on the right. So 3a plus 4a is 7a. 3a times 3a is going to be 9a squared. 6 times 3a is going to be 6 times 3 is 18, so 18a. And 12a divided by 4 is going to be 3a. Here are some shapes. Which has the biggest perimeter, A or B? You must show the lengths of both perimeters. So A is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the answer is going to be A. Which shape is congruent to shape A? So congruent means identical. So that is going to be shape D. Which two shapes fit together to make a rectangle? So if we look at those again, they will be C and E would fit together to make a rectangle. On this grid, draw a reflection of shape C, show your mirror line. So that can be anywhere. So if I'm going to put my mirror line here, my reflection could be here, but there'd be lots of different answers for this, depending on where you draw your mirror line. Points P and Q are shown on the grid. Write the coordinates of P. Well, that's along 4, up 3, so that's 4, 3. Angle PQR is a right angle. Work out the coordinates for R. So from P to Q to R is going to be a right angle. So it's going to be there and there. So it could be anywhere along this line. So this coordinate, this one, this one, this one. I'm going to do this one here. So that's going to be 0, -3. A shop sells bottles of orange juice. Each bottle costs 75 pence. Work out the greatest number of bottles that can be bought with £5. So £5 is 500 pence. And if we divide that by 75, we get 6.6. So that would be 6 bottles. 2 shops sell bottles of apple juice. Which shop is it cheaper to buy 24? So if we look at shop X, that's going to be packs of 4 and they're £2.50 and they have 10% off. So if we were going to buy 24 divided by 4, we would need 6 packs at £2.50 each, which costs £15. And if we have 10% off, 10% of 15 is £1.50. So 15 take away £1.50 would give us £13.50 for that pack. For Z, we're going to buy a pack of 12 bottles for £7. So we would need 24 divided by 12, we would need 2, and 2 times 7 is 14. So which one is cheaper? It would be shop X. A game has 4 cars labelled A, B, C, D. Ellie picks 2 of the cars at random. Complete the list that she could have. So she could have AB, AC, AD. She could have BC, BD and CD. Complete the box using 2 different even numbers and 2 different odd numbers. So if I had, for example, 2 add 4 would be 6, add 21, add 19 would be 46. But you could have any different options. As long as they're different, those are even and 2 are odd. Quick interruption. I've made a free checklist of the 100 skills you need to learn to get a grade 4 and pass Foundation GCSE Maths. You just print it, tick the skills you know, circle the ones you don't know, and suddenly you've got a clear step-by-step plan to get to a grade 4. To grab it, click the first link in this video's description now, and I'll send you the 100 skills checklist for free. Alright, back to the video. Complete the box using a factor of 12. So our factors are the numbers it can be divided by. So that would be 12 and 1, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and a factor of 40. Let's go for 3 times 10, which is a nice straightforward one. Complete the boxes using a square number and a prime number. So our square numbers are 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and our prime numbers are going to be 2, 3, 5, 7. We need something divided by 18, so they're going to need to be bigger than this. So 4 squared, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36. Now I know that 36 is a multiple of 18, so 36 divided by 2 is 18. 93 people were asked if they played online games one day. The frequency tree shows some information about their answers. 75% of the people who answered yes played one game. So first of all, we need to find 75%. 75% of 48 is 36. So that's going to go here. 75% of the people that answered yes played one game. The number that played more than one game is going to be 12. And we know that 48, add this number is 93. So 93, take away 48, gives me 45. 8b, one of the 93 people is chosen at random. What is the probability they used social media is more than 0.68? So we had 93 people, so 0.68 times 93 gives me 63.24. So the smallest number of people, it's got to be a whole number, is going to be 64. The cost of a TV streaming service is £6 per month for the first 4 months. It's then £11 a month for the rest of the year. So work out the total cost. So we're going to work out for the year, so that's going to be 12 months. So the first 6 months is going to be £4. And then we're going to add the cost of £11 for the following months, which is going to be 8. So that's going to be 24, add 88, which gives us a total of £112. A TV series has 10 episodes. 9 episodes are 50 minutes each, and 1 episode is 1 hour 42. So I'm going to add these all in minutes first. 1 hour 42 is going to be 102 minutes. Then we have 9 times 50 minutes, which is going to give me 450 minutes. And 450 minutes add 102 is going to give me 552 minutes. Now I'm going to divide that by 60 to put it into hours, which gives me 9.2. So that's 9 hours, and 0.2 times 60 minutes gives me 12 minutes. There are 1,020 books in a bag. 2/5 of the books are blue. How many are blue? So very simply, 2/5 times 1,020 gives me 408. The ratio of red to green, ratio of green to red is 4:3. What fraction are green? So the total of my ratio is 7. The first number is green, so it's 4 out of 7. There are some calculators in a box. 220 are scientific, 30 are not. What percentage of the calculators are scientific? So that's going to be 220 out of 250 times by 100 gives me 88%. Here's the Venn diagram. The total is going to be 60 people. H is the people who own a gaming headset. W is the people who own a smart headset. Now we know the total is going to be 60. 15 of the people own a smartwatch. So 15, take away the 7 we've already got, leaves us 8. And if I add up all those numbers, I need another 21 to make the total 60. One of the 60 is chosen at random. What's the probability they own both a gaming set and a smart? So that's the middle bit there. So that is 7 out of 60. Mark is going to buy a gaming headset that costs £35. He already has 19. He plans to save the rest in 2 equal amounts over the next 2 weeks. He uses this method to work out in pounds how much to save. Now, what is wrong with this method? If he types this into the calculator will do that first because of BODMAS or BIDMAS. So you need to put brackets around the 35 minus 19, so it's done first. Kai says that 3 to 2 is equivalent to a 9 to 6 ratio. Jay says that 1.5 to 1 is equivalent to a 9 to 6 ratio. Who is correct? Well, both of them. Let's give reasons for your answer. So 9 to 6, if we simplify that, if we divide by 3, we get 3 to 2. And if we divide that by 2, we get 1.5 to 1. Question 13. 28 is increased by 25%. 40 is decreased by 15%. Which answer is biggest? So if we start with 25% of 28, put that straight into your calculator, that's 7, and 28 add 7 would give us 35. Looking at the 40, 15% of 40 would give us 6, and this is decreased, so 40 take away 6 gives me 34. So this one is going to be the biggest. Factorise 12a plus 15b. So these can both be divided by 3. So I'm going to take that 3 out. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So in my brackets, I have 4a plus 5b. Write down all the integers that satisfy the inequality. Minus 3 is equal or less than x, and x is less than 2. So we have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. There's no equals on there, so it can't be 2. A linear sequence starts 7, 10, 13, 16. Write an expression for the nth term. So to get from 7 to 10, we are adding 3. We put in the n. And to get from 3 back to 7, we add 4. Before you click off, if Foundation GCSE Maths still feels like this huge confusing topic, I've made something that will help. I've put together a free checklist of the 100 skills you need to learn to get a grade 4 pass in Foundation GCSE Maths. You just print it, tick the skills you know, circle the ones you don't, and straight away you've got a clear step-by-step plan to get that grade 4. To get it, click the 100 skills checklist link in this video's description. Now enter your details and I'll send you the 100 skills checklist for free, so you can start using it today. Thanks for watching.